Hi guys,
Hello people.
I'm
Hello.
Yana, and we're watching our favorite show.
Hey,
Exactly.
I don't know what I want to say. But I just think I wanted to emphasize.
I feel like you wanted to say, I love it. I feel like you want to say that.
I fucking do. I do. Like, I could cry. I could cry thinking about it. I don't know why. I don't know. Like, I love Elle just as much, but
I feel like
I just feel very. I don't know. I feel very protective over it because he's small and mad.
And that's the thing, like, from the second that you started emphasizing only Ed, I felt so much love for Elle because you have never mentioned
I don't
her.
like.
And then I feel like that's not fair because
I don't think I do that.
exactly as...
I don't think I do
he
that.
is exactly as Ed. He will do exactly the same things.
Exactly.
But, like, there is that difference where Ed feels more... let's say guilt, or like he puts everything on himself. I mean, especially because like he's an older brother, and so like they lost in his eyes their bodies because of him. He was responsible one for that, even though I mean
he's not. He's a child.
Not,
like,
exactly, he was this big.
You're responsible for nothing.
Yeah. But since that moment, I literally was like, every time you say you love Ed, I'm like, Ed is the best, Ed is this. I'm like, but Elle is the same.
I agree.
My
but
boy
I
is
don't,
okay.
I don't
He
think,
doesn't
I
even,
don't
can't
think,
even eat, can't even sleep.
Okay,
he doesn't
okay.
have his body.
But I don't think I say that like in intros and outros. I just think I say it like, while I'm watching the episode and Ed does something, I'm like, I love you so much, I would die for you. But I would also die for Elle.
Okay, that's very important for you to say as well.
I would die for both of them. You don't understand. I would die for most of these characters. I love so many of these characters here that, like, I don't know what to do.
Could you place it?
Don't even...
Let's do it!
Okay, we know the top three.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we go... Well, we go Roy and Hawkeye.
Do you separate them?
No, they're a duo. They're combined.
Me too.
But like I don't want to say, I don't know what's 4 and 5, but like they're 4 and 5.
Yeah, to me.
So like that's it. Those are my top 5. But like that's ridiculous that like the people
we can
I
go
love
to top
so
10.
much, I
Let's
don't fucking
continue.
know where to go there.
I would put Scar on number 6, I think.
I feel like that would be appropriate. And I think maybe like
Bradley. Just say it. Nobody's gonna care.
No, like I don't know. I'm like trying to place where like Ling and like, but like because Ling is now Greed, so like I can't, like, am I separating them? What am I doing with that character?
I mean, yeah, I am separating them so much in my eyes. Like they have nothing in common. I mean, they have greed in common.
Yeah.
And now body, but like I think of Ling as a Ling, like the one we loved before, and I love him very much. But like probably because we haven't seen him in a long time, I feel even though he was let's say on the same level as Scar at some point, I think Scar is now, I love him more. Him. Yeah, I have.
I just wanna say, like, Bradley is not going in my list of like most loved characters because like I like what is there to love? I am just very intrigued by him.
Yeah, that's the thing. And like you have to understand that
there's a difference.
But at the same time, you, Lola, also have to understand that even though there is nothing that much to love, you can connect in some weird way.
What am I connecting to?
I don't know, you know, like Azula was by far my favorite character there, you know? And of course, I couldn't say I love her more than, let's say, Katara. No, not even close, but like, at the end of the day...
Yeah, but like Azula was, you know, a child that was neglected and had these types of parents.
Destroyed so much.
And Bradley, like,
lost his life.
But like Bradley's not human, so like, you
not
know.
Not anymore,
Yes, so like it's not the same, it's not the same way. Like Bradley is just so very interesting to me. But I feel like I make him interesting in my head. I feel like I'm like the possibility. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like you make him in your head a similar character as, I don't know his name, from Invincible, Mike's father. What's his name? You make them similar, but I think they're not. Bradley's not there at all.
Well, Bradley can't be there.
Yeah,
he's like. He had no choice, you know. His everything was taken away from him. He's not human anymore. So like there's no choice to be human. Yes, but like he is capable of, let's say, you know, he could have some, let's say, human emotions. Whereas Bradley is, I mean, he is a sin. You know, what is he supposed to do with that? He is wrath. So I don't know. I just find him very, you know, fascinating. I really want to see him. I really want to see him so that we can conclude that storyline, so that I know what the storyline for Bradley is.
God knows if you will.
Imagine like he's actually like dead. Now I'm just like waiting for Bradley to come and like want to save his wife, like but maybe reluctantly. So,
but what I want to say is like God knows if we'll see him in this episode in 5 episodes, considering that's the same day.
Where do we place May?
May is... Look, I love her. I adore her. I love her more than I love Scar, because she's this big, but she's not my favorite character. Like Scar is more I love his storyline. His storyline is one.
Yeah, like it's hard to how do you place them? Like one is more loved, one is like a more complex storyline. How do you place that?
I would. This is all weird. Nobody's asking us. Nobody's
you
forcing
wanted this. You always like, let's make a list. You and your fucking list.
I love
always. But like there was a point in time where we were just chilling. Like we were doing nothing. I mean, like, let's list your top 10 characters of all time. Your top 10 couples of all time.
Would you be able to do that?
Oh my, enough. Now, no.
I think people...
I have not thought about it for so long. I thought about it like maybe 2 years ago I had it because you kept asking all the fucking time. And I was like, okay.
Honestly, I think maybe people would want... to make a separate video about
I think Milena wants to make a separate video.
Let's do a separate video. 10 favorite shows, talk about them. 10 favorite characters, talk about them. Are you all in or are you out?
I'm out.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Anyways, okay, all of this to
comment comment in the comments. If you want leave a comment if you want that video. Yeah, leave a comment who's with me.
No. Like
exactly.
it would stress me out. It's not fun, it would stress me out. All of this to say that this is one of my favorite things in the world. We have so little left, and I don't know how I will ever get past that. And again, what makes me so happy, so happy, is that this show is truly the show where no one is like, love the show but the ending, or love the show but like, towards the end. No, everyone is always like, this is a perfect show from start to fucking finish. So there is not, there wouldn't be a doubt in my mind, the way the woman writes it, there's not a doubt in my mind that we're gonna get just a good storyline that is deserving of these characters. And so I'm just very happy to see how it concludes, because I think it's gonna be amazing, but I'm gonna be so sad to not have this in my life. Like, it brings me such joy.
I can't even think about what we're gonna watch after this, honestly.
Like, I think it's gonna be Hunter x Hunter. Is it
really?
not?
Maybe.
Well, because, that is we have to figure it out, because that's a long one. So you have to figure out...
Yeah, but after Mob, the short one is gonna come.
Well, yes.
Vinland Saga.
Yes, first Vinland Saga.
After Mob, I guess.
Yes, but like then at some point, I think Hunter x Hunter to replace, the feel-good show.
Yeah.
Maybe. The Avatar and then Full Metal, and then people are like, well, next is Hunter x Hunter. Maybe. Whatever that means. Also, Yelena, my friend, that's like her favorite fucking thing in the world. Like every time I mention it that we might watch it, she's like, please.
Why?
I want to talk about it.
Reactions.
She did for Attack on Titan.
Really?
She was crying along with us.
Really?
Because like she was watching, I made her watch Attack on Titan, and then she watched it, and Attack on Titan has shocking things. And then like after the episode, she's like, what are you laughing? And then she watched that.
That's fun.
Yeah. So she loves it, and she thinks we would love it as well. So, I think at some point, that is coming.
Yeah, that's definitely coming.
Look, I no disrespect to Hunter x Hunter. I don't think you're gonna compare. I don't think of anything compares to this. I think this is just I need to accept that it's downhill from here.
I think that...
I think it's gonna be great.
Do you know
how can it be as good as this?
Do you know what I think is gonna be a difference? Main difference, of course the storyline and the character, but I think because it has so many episodes, we're gonna get the slower ones, maybe some less important ones and stuff like that, where here you didn't have one single episode that.
But we also do love, if I care about the characters, I love the slow
but I'm not saying they're gonna be bad, but I think they're gonna be worse than some good ones. They're gonna have
Average episodes.
Average episodes.
Well, they have 100 and that's something. They should have average episodes.
Exactly. And so that's what I think.
Sure.
It doesn't have to be. Nobody wrote that. Nobody said that to me. But that's how I imagine it, because it's impossible in my mind to have 100 and something great episodes. You know?
Yeah. I mean, no one needs to do that. Honestly, no one needs to do that.
Yeah.
But like Full Metal really is. It's a real rarity where just every episode is.
I agree.
Just so fucking good.
I agree.
Like above average good. You know, again, shows don't need to do that. Like, some of my favorite shows in the world just have average episodes, you know?
Exactly.
But, like, this is ridiculous. I don't understand this show. This is really ridiculous. Yeah. And they have my whole heart, and I love it so much. But also, like I said, also after Avatar, like, we were never gonna get a show that makes us feel as good as Avatar did. And then, like, Full Metal gave me that feeling as well. So, like, maybe I should just stop talking. I mean, in different ways. They're different shows completely to me. But, like, you know, that love that I feel and that warmth is the same. We'll see. It's gonna be hard to replace this, honestly. It's gonna be so hard.
Like, new other show is also gonna come. I mean, in few years. That's
gonna take fucking while.
Movies are coming or shows. Something is coming.
Well, there's gonna be a live action show or movie that's on Netflix, but like not that.
I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about what Avatar Studios are making. You know.
We have years until that. Anyways, where we left off? Where's the new intro? Where is it? Is it gonna happen? Never.
That's gonna definitely happen this episode.
What? Do you know something that I don't?
No, but like, we thought it's gonna happen in the previous one.
Well, yes, it's not gonna happen in this one.
Why not?
Well, why would it? Because like it didn't happen in this one. Why would it happen in this one? Because like last episode,
I don't think it's gonna have any. Because if they want to do any transition,
yes, but like if they wanna like just put it randomly in, why not then just put it when it all starts, when Promise Day starts? So like it's not gonna be this one because it's so like it's the episode after Promise Day starts. Why wouldn't you just place it on Promise Day?
I don't know. I don't think it's gonna matter. I think it can be this one. I don't know why are you so like.
I don't think it is.
Interesting.
I don't think it is.
Interesting.
Now that it is.
Come on, please! If there is a God.
This is your one wish.
Play the intro in this episode.
Okay.
Show me the tricksters. Oh my god.
I'm gonna have to start being an atheist. Oh my god. So I'm gonna have to start being a believer. Okay, let's talk about where we left off. Because we have left off. What is even happening? Because most of us are going, and we're all in the tunnels, kind of, going towards the Father in various directions.
Yeah.
May has gone first, and she is with Envy. So, like, logic would tell you that she is gonna be the one that reaches Father first, considering that Envy, I think, maybe, could, like, stop the Chimeras. Because not like baby girl May can fight them all off, you know? So, like, I think Envy can just, call them off. They're not gonna attack Envy. And we can get to Father. I think
Envy is this big, and he's not powerful at all.
No, but I just think his presence is, like, Chimeras don't attack then, or something.
Maybe right.
Because like otherwise I really don't think May can handle all of this unless she comes with she unites before the Chimeras come with our group.
Yeah, I think that's coming. I'm not sure, but I think that like maybe Van is coming first.
Look, yes,
and I didn't
like
mention
he's the one
Van
that knows
as one of my favorites as well.
Very true.
Have to.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought, looking back on us and everything we said to him? I don't blame myself at all. He abandoned his children.
I don't think anybody
even if the reason existed, and it does, sure, it does. He still left it.
But I do love him now.
Sure.
Oh my god, 15 minutes, come on.
This is
more than the episode itself.
Let's just recap. I don't know, I'm in the mood to talk now. Again, we are going there. Yes, maybe Hohenheim does come first, but like I also can't imagine that because there's like so many episodes to go. I didn't think we were gonna be like seeing Father face to face this soon.
It doesn't have to be this soon, considering that we have 40 now episodes in one day.
Well,
like,
yeah.
We can have only Scar in this episode like for 20 minutes. I mean, I don't think it's happening, but like we could.
Me neither. Like, yes, technically we could. Okay,
that's the thing. I have no idea what's exactly gonna happen in this episode because anything could happen. Like any character can be the like main one in this episode.
Yeah. again, we're all going towards the father. I mean, nearly all of us are going towards the father. And again, I think the people most likely to reach him first are either May or Hohenheim. And Ed and the rest, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, Ed is going with Scar, right? And that's going to be a fun pairing. Al is still trapped with pride.
That's what I wanted to say. Talk about Al a bit.
I was joking.
I was joking now. This is a joke.
I think this is a direct attack on me as a person.
No, this is a joke now because I wanted to say that could happen because like something Pride did Morse code. And
I mean, no one said if he did Morse code. I'm just like assuming that that's Morse code.
Or whatever. He did something, and so I think we're coming to him.
I think Sloth. Yeah. I mean, because Sloth is like digging.
Yeah.
You know, so like it will make sense that he comes to dig Pride out, and then Al can join us.
Yeah.
In our fight to get to his body.
Well, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna come and join us. Considering if Sloth comes, they're gonna. Take him.
They're gonna take him.
So,
and I mean, that's what I said. Maybe not by his will, but like we're coming together, you know. Anyways, we're gonna reunite, you know. So that's happening there, and then we have Roy and the rest of the group that are in Central that are fighting against the army, and now they finally have ammunition because
Marie
of Jean,
Ross.
Havoc, and Marie Ross. Love that for us. Yes, they're fighting. They still have the Führer's wife, who is gonna, after this is all settled down, he's gonna say that we have been on their side and we're fighting the good fight. And also Armstrong has killed people. I mean, barely, they're very human. But she has killed them and she's like, escaped, whatever. And also the dolls have started screaming and we're gonna release them.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So a lot of things, a lot of fucking things, and then we're still wondering how for 14 episodes one day. Yeah, we need more.
I agree with you.
Okay, so have you said that? Look, I think 18 minutes of an intro is sufficient.
Let's watch the episode.
It will be 7 minutes less if you weren't like, let's make a list of favorite characters.
But I think I did that on purpose so that now everybody would comment like, yes, please, let's make a list of your 10 favorite shows and talk about them.
I don't have it. I do not have it. I don't know. I legitimately don't have it.
Really?
I don't know. No, I don't have it.
Like, I know my 4 immediately by heart.
Sure, I can tell you 4.
And after that, I could make a list. It just gonna take me some time. But like 4... can compare to the rest, but actually Full Metal would
I was about to say I think that I would say 5. The 5 we know wouldn't. The 5 we like Full Metal because we're still in it.
Yeah,
it needs to settle down, and then it's gonna be in the top 5 as well, because I mean, to me it's like it's the same thing with Avatar. Like, that's just the love I feel towards it, so like it's there. But just because we haven't finished it yet, it seems ridiculous to like place it in like top 5 of all time. But like, it's there. It's literally gonna be there. But we know it's Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, Attack on Titan, and Avatar.
Don't tell them that.
They fucking know.
We're gonna say that in the video.
They fucking know. So like, do you want a video with the next 5? You know? Anyways, let's watch and stop talking.
Oh my god, the Immortal Region. What did I just say? What? God,
oh, this is the confirmation. I have to stop being an atheist. Wow. A big day for all of us, people.
But I love how you were so confident.
But like,
so
legitimately,
why are you so fucking confident?
No, like, but like, because legitimately,
like, it's
like, why didn't you switch it in the previous one when the day started? This makes no sense. This is the first time this show makes no sense.
I mean, I agree with you. I was so sure it's gonna be the last episode.
No, that's like, what I thought. Because if they're not changing it now, then something else needs not exactly, but like, it's not gonna be the next one. Like, at least maybe 2 more.
To me, it was like if it didn't happen in this one, then it can happen in any one, because this was the only one that actually made sense. My cute child. Let's see the other cute child.
I'm not prepared. This is the last. I'm crying. Oh my god, this is the last one.
Yeah, honestly, I just saw the comments that people don't like that we didn't give enough credit to the outro. Like, we only talk about the intro is great, but the outro is amazing.
I mean, it was great, but like the intro.
We never mentioned it.
Well, sure,
because I don't know why.
Well, just because the outro comes after we have watched the episodes, I'm like processing the episode that has happened. I'm thinking about the episode, and so like then there's not enough time. But the outro was great.
Let's watch.
No, I'm gonna
Can't
cry
believe this is happening, honestly.
Oh, I'm already like crying a bit. Oh my god. Are those all the Sims? Yeah, and the father.
Baby girl.
No need to cry.
Don't
no
be
need to
sad,
cry.
baby girl.
Scar. And Bradley. Why are we all
What
sad?
was that look? You don't cry.
Again, this shot.
People stop crying.
Okay, woman, you're dead, so like don't hold out your hand for him. He's home. So what I gathered, it's gonna be the intro basically told it's gonna be dark and gloomy and sad, but then sun rises and we'll be home and happy, and I'm gonna cry.
I don't want to see any sadness.
Oh, disgusting! God, it would be so poetic if they killed him.
If they eat him, they said there's a.
Well, then here is your test. I
You
say
do.
it's successful. Indeed, yes. There are many renegade
He's coming to
elements,
eat you.
and they want to take us
He's
over.
hungry.
Job to do.
This feels good. This feels cathartic. I mean, horrifying. But these like souls, they're in pain.
Yeah.
Good, appropriate.
Yeah. Cute.
Love of my life.
And who is this?
Aww,
Number 66. Bury the chopper.
we even remembering
The
them.
guardians of the fifth laboratory.
Boy, that's like really a big task for you to achieve. My love, you're like the smallest one there. Did it fucking open for him or someone opening it? Wait. What? Let's go, girl. Let's fucking go.
Pull your forces back now. My Briggs men will not hesitate to wipe them out. You don't want to lose all your troops, do you?
Close all the gates! Seal every entrance to the command center! Understand? Don't let them in! No Briggs soldier or Mustang! We'll kill every last one of you! All you mountain savages!
Greed?
Oh
That
yes,
one.
lost. Yeah.
Oh! Greed is on our side, not greed. Sloth is on our side.
Oh dear. See, I was told to kill you.
What is happening? We can't really fight them all off. What are we gonna do with this? This is fucking dark.
There's no way.
Big brother?
They used human souls to make
Big brother?
I don't know what it means.
Just keep
Now
don't know,
somehow you
no.
have to not die. That's it.
starting to get out!
Are we gonna close ourselves
My
inside with
lord.
them? How do I love you more?
Don't worry about it. If you hadn't done it, I would have slammed the damn thing shut myself. And now we can really take these guys on.
I love this.
Yeah, you said
This.
it's Apollo. Now that
I don't want any of them to get hurt. I really feel so sad.
I hope they won.
Let's go, boys.
Let's take these things down!
We're gonna cut here.
Colonel, I think it's gonna be hard to get into town.
It sounds like it.
Oh my god, this is such a big.
So
I've
big.
been hearing that damn sound since yesterday.
Do you know Morse
Hey,
code? If it's
Alphonse,
Morse code.
what's all that rocket in there? Salim's been playing with my head.
Why are you letting him?
My sweet
my
boy. Do you know Morse code? Do you know it?
Stop him, Alphonse! Stop him from making that sound! Dot dot dash! It's code! He's sending out a signal!
I fucking hate him.
How is he the one? What? How is he the one that got this?
I mean, he can get him out of there,
Hey.
probably.
Thank you for coming to get me, Kimberly. I appreciate it. I won't let my guard down again.
My sweet child!
Oh my...
What's going on, Envy? It looks like you tricked me. No, I didn't like it.
Honestly, he didn't know this.
My mortality is further inside.
Oh my god!
Please.
Ah! This child is the bravest thing I've seen in my life. Look at me saying she can't handle herself. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. I think he's gonna like exit from him. Yeah. No, this is a worse form. This is a worse form that I could actually of use to us. Oh no, he can eat all of them. That's what his true form is, remember? Oh fuck. Let's look it on the bright side. My girl doesn't have to fight these monsters. She doesn't need to fight one monster, it's all these monsters. Hello. Hello. Just in time for us to kill you all. My small child.
Thanks for getting me this Barlow squirt. So kind of you.
Don't touch her. If you just touch her,
Where's my boy Alphonse?
I'm gonna kill you.
Soldiers doing here?
I can't even watch my boy.
Mr. Michael!
Oh, he's not dead.
Mr. Michael! Damn it!
Good cry.
Stop.
My boy.
Hey, look, I caught you.
That's terrifying.
And this time, I won't
Brother, her brother is gonna show up.
I'm gonna cry. Come on.
must kill her. Hello, sister!
Who do you think I am? Of course I'm all right. Maybe if we had some heavy artillery.
You don't say.
Heavy artillery!
My dear sister, that is my specialty. Why don't you let your brother have a crack at it? What a babe.
This is how I walk through life.
Just leave me.
My sweet child.
Listen
My
to me.
best boy.
Quickly.
No way!
Don't talk back to me. At this rate, we'll both die. Save yourself.
He would fucking never.
Told you, not happening! Now think about something useful instead!
Here and get
Boy, weren't you like trying to practice
Give up.
alchemy?
I swear! I'll save you! Come on, legs! Move it! We've come too far! We can't afford to be beat now! I won't let it happen! Mr. Michael! Grab on! We're not giving up!
You brothers are really something else. You're still determined to help another person, even when you're falling to pieces yourself.
I promised my brother I wouldn't let anyone else die, no matter what.
have something that might be useful.
Mr. Heinkel, why do you have that?
I happened to pick it up.
A Philosopher's Stone. With this, we might actually have a chance at winning. But
Yeah, I know. These are made using human lives, aren't they? Don't use it for yourself. Use it to save the entire world instead. You deserve it. Because even though they've been put into that stone, you still recognize them as people. I know. Those people, even though they're trapped in stone, they still want to fight to protect what matters to them. Let them fight. They deserve the chance.
all right.
Now you give them hell for me. Alphonse.
Without his legs, how can he possibly escape?
Well, what do you know? He isn't exactly running. Very well done, Alphonse Elric.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
No, he's too grown up here. I don't want to see this. My boy.
I love the theme of like the sun shining over darkness. Because that's this show. Well, fun. 13 episodes to go.
Oh my god.
I feel like I'm gonna cry in each single one. Another,
Average episode.
yeah, you know, I don't know how to do this. I like honestly, it's gonna be a fucking struggle. I think to make it through the rest of the show without crying. I feel like everything is gonna make me emotional now that like I know we're coming to the end, and so like everything.
What do you have to say about the new intro?
I really liked.
I know, the thing was like, are you shocked that it happened this episode?
Yes, I fucking am. I am absolutely shocked.
I really don't understand why you didn't just put it in the previous
I
one.
know,
Not
me
like
too.
fine.
That's why I was like, why would they put it in this one and not in the previous one? You know, if they were gonna switch it that fast.
Yeah.
Why just not like when it's like clearly we starting the day.
But honestly, you just said it so confidently that like,
yes,
I thought
I
did you
was
read it somewhere?
so confident.
Like, did you read something didn't tell me and you know for 100% certain?
Why would I do that?
I don't know, but like you sounded so confident. I was surprised. Why are you so confident about
No,
something
because,
like that?
like,
It can
no.
be any second. any
Exactly
minute.
because of what I told you. Because like if it wasn't in the previous episode, why the fuck would it be in this one? Like sure, maybe like let's say 2 episodes. When there's like let's say a bit of a break between like the start of the Promise Day. But like if you're not
I
gonna
would
put it
think
on
there
front
is
of the
gonna
Promise
be a
Day.
bit- a
Look,
little
we have
break.
gone through this. Doesn't matter. There's a new intro.
And yeah, I really loved it. Honestly,
I
love
like that it's very quiet, and that it's very like it feels that we're like at the end. Like it feels very this is the last battle type of moment. Like everyone is exhausted, everyone is scared for their loved ones, everyone's crying, me too. Bradley's there kind of bleeding and looking somewhere. That was a great shot. And Scar I think is in front of him, if I saw that correctly. That would be interesting. And I really enjoyed it. I really want to watch it again.
Yeah, there's the thing that I love the most. It's like it's completely different than the first one, and you can really feel that like the end is coming. That the battle is gonna be over. It's really quiet. The song is like that as well.
Yeah, I really like that.
It's slower, much slower. Even though the episodes are very fast.
But I mean,
but it shows you the
that's what I love
emotion
about it. It's just like we're here
that
at the end.
characters have.
And, you know, at the end, it's Ed is like leaning against a tree and it's all dark and gloomy. But then sunshine comes and it's his mom. And everything lights up again. And he's home and he's sleeping in the bed with Winry there. And it's just...
looking over him.
It's just that like quiet moment of the show telling you it's all gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Like we're going through the darkness. It's gonna be a bit of a rough patch. And
But
then we're gonna be
through
home. And it's gonna be sunlight.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the show does it often. I mean, it was also in the outro. I feel like I've noticed it a couple of times already. But like, it likes to show the light shining through. Like it's always gonna beat the darkness. And again, that's what the show is. It's always just like the good overcomes the evil. And I love that so much. And so I really like the intro. I mean, I have to watch it again. This is one viewing.
You're
Okay,
gonna
I have to watch
13
it
more times
many
to
times.
watch it.
Yeah.
At least.
Where do I go with this? I'm gonna leave my favorite part at the end. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the rest first. While Ed and the rest of the group have come to the door, and they wanted to come, but the dummies. How do I call them? I feel bad calling them dummies.
Army.
Like they're like army. Do I call them an army?
Well, they are called
The immortal
army. Yeah.
Something. They are trapped in these bodies. I mean, they're not. It's souls. It's not like, let's say, consciousness. They don't know what they're doing, but it's just you hear just pain and how they're trapped and like they can't move on.
Yeah,
and
they don't have the ability
awful.
to think to.
No, I mean that's not anything
they
like
just
that.
feel that, and they are strong, and they can die, and that's the thing. I mean, envy that consumed them. Some of them, consume the souls that are inside of them, and that's how he got his body back.
No,
with those souls.
It's all like Philosopher's Stone. It's all
exactly.
stuck there. It's all those souls. And so he was able to become the envy we know and.
Can't even talk about that scene just because of my baby girl who is this big and now scared. The look in her eye was so heartbreaking to me, honestly.
But she is so fucking pure and sweet. We have this girl. Like there's no doubt in my mind that she has this.
What does that mean? You think she's gonna beat Envy now? I don't think so.
No, not Envy. I'm like saying, and Envy might take her to the father for some unapparent reason, but like whatever.
Just don't try to hurt her.
No,
that's it.
I just think like at the end she's gonna be very instrumental. Like she is there and she has alchemy. So like I just think this is all gonna be great, and she's gonna play a really important part.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy to see that. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be an episode that concentrates more like on her part of the storyline, but there's just a lot of things that we need to see.
Yeah, I think that's gonna come later.
Yeah. And again, our boy with the rest of the boys,
that it is also one of my favorite groups in the whole show.
I just thought that they suddenly, they just introduced these chimeras to us.
Like 10 episodes, 15 maybe.
And what a just great group of people.
Very good humans.
That again, I think have been affected by Ed and Elle and who they are as people because they have saved them. And I think they have been affected by that because, in that episode,
but that just shows you that they are good. They are actually good in their hearts.
Yeah.
They did follow Kimberly, but for not good reasons.
Yeah.
They didn't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
But here they were affected, especially the two with Ed who saved them.
Yeah.
And they are now right next to him, fighting for him, with him.
Yeah, I mean, and you also know that because like when the immortal army was gonna exit into town, Ed immediately sealed the door, like trapping them all inside. Like again, there was no hesitation there, nor did I think there was gonna be hesitation
but
there.
The other guy,
and the guy was like, I mean, if you didn't do it, I would have closed the door myself. Like, what a just genuinely good group of people we have there.
Yeah.
And they're fighting those the immortal army. I'm not sure even how they're supposed to fight them off.
But
I don't know.
That's the thing. I mean, they're gonna figure it out.
I mean, sure, of course, but like
I'm not scared about that at all. Nor do I think that that's how some of the chimeras are gonna die. But like I am terrified for them because they're only ones that like I can see possibly dying, and I really hope that that's not gonna be a case. But like the thing is, I can't hope for everybody surviving this show. But like, how can I? How can't I?
Literally, what
I just don't want them to die. I want them.
What do you mean?
I want their ending to be going to their families or anything hopeful for them as well. I don't want them to die.
Honestly, they might not. I don't know. The show was like lulled me into like a sense of security, but it was never false. And like
yeah, that would be.
And like so.
To me, like nobody dying, not a single soul of our guys, would be unrealistic.
I would take it. I would love it. I just because they have never
think the
done
pains
anything.
mean sometimes more, a lot.
I just don't think like for the chimeras, they have not done anything so wrong in their life.
Yeah, but it's a tragedy.
I know it's a tragedy, but like again, if I'm expecting someone to die, it's like Scar. And now, that's gonna break my heart, but like Scar has also, hurt a lot of people and everything. And so I just think for the chimeras, I mean, they could die because they're not our main characters, they're very much side characters. They could die because of that, but like it feels unfair.
But they probably did do something for Kimberly when they
yes, but like they just want to go back to their families. They haven't seen their families.
I'm not saying that they should die.
I know, but just I don't think the show will do that.
That's very positive thinking.
Yes, and I'm usually negative, so like I don't know. Maybe I should like prepare myself a bit. I don't know, okay? But it's gonna make me really sad if it's gonna make me sad if anyone dies.
I mean, it can happen that nobody is gonna die. I'm trying to prepare myself that somebody possibly will because it makes sense. I mean, it doesn't have to. But
I don't know. We'll see. We also had Armstrongs. First, I can't. What a woman. What a fucking woman. She handles it. She keeps stabbing that guy and I keep getting shocked. Like, she just stabs it. Like, I'm so used to our children, who don't do anything like that. So, like, when she does the violence, I'm like, oh my god, wow.
And that's what I would expect from her and also her soldiers. Like,
oh my god.
The Briggs.
Yeah.
Like, if I was against them, I would run.
I can't even fucking imagine.
They have lived their entire lives.
Give me a white flag.
Only the strong ones survive,
Yeah, they have been living by survival of the fittest.
I have not lived like that.
I am not the fittest.
So I would just be running. Yeah. I would not fight them.
A white flag. I'm
like that would be.
Do you need help? I will help you. I will carry your weapon for you.
Exactly.
But
Sloth did attack her. Like Sloth wasn't the one who was gonna go to Elle.
Yeah, interestingly enough, like I don't know how is Kimberly connected enough to
maybe through
hear
Philosopher's Stone. I don't know.
I mean, maybe.
But like the entire time, like when we talked about Sloth, I was like, okay, if Sloth comes, that's not gonna be in next few episodes because first, how he's gonna go through the town? So he has to go through tunnels or something like that, and he's so fucking slow.
True.
He can barely like move 100 meters,
True.
And he's constantly complaining. So it makes sense that like it was not him, but like he was the only one who comes to mind. Like Kimberly didn't come to mind. The way I hate fucking Kimberly. I fucking hate him.
Kimberly just comes and kills and doesn't really feel much about it.
Which is fine, but like I fucking hate him.
Yeah, I mean he creates a lot of problems.
I want him dead. I want her to kill him.
I mean, I feel like he might. Yeah. I feel like that would come full circle.
Something like that has to happen.
Yeah. Yes, so I mean we're going to that part later. Armstrongs.
Yeah.
I mean she was fighting off Sloth, and then Sloth then grabbed her and pinned her to the
ground.
Not ground. No, what is it though? How do you call that? Okay, look, he pinned her to something. Why am I thinking so hard about it? You know where he pinned? We just watched it. And like it was kind of pretty clear that the person who's gonna come and save her is her brother.
So happy about it. Love so that cute so about much. It.
Because like however much like she is capable and everything, Sloth is fucking huge. And so it makes sense that the person who comes to like help her out is a person who's also fucking huge without a shirt. Okay, that's still like why is that so funny?
And
why is that so funny?
Because he has such a beautiful skin. Like he's
like, look at me.
He's taking care of his muscles and his skin.
But you know that every time I see him without his shirt, I just remember that one comment, and still I don't understand it. I still don't understand it. Like when we first started watching, like in a couple of first episodes, when he first showed up without a shirt, and it's like clearly a comedic bit. Someone was like, they were mad in Death Note about Misa like being sexualized, and they find this funny. Mm-hmm. Is it because it's a man? I'm like, what? Like the comment still comes to mind how stupid it is. Like, what is the comparison here? I don't understand it. Truly, I do not understand. I don't see it. But anyways.
But I loved how even when he came and asked her, like, if she was okay, she stood her ground. She was like, what do you mean, am I okay? Of course, that's me.
I did nearly die, but I'm good.
I am great.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
I really like that now, I mean, at least they're in the same room together.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna assume that now they're gonna be going through town, figuring things out together. I mean, he's gonna be following her and she's gonna be just killing him. But I mean, doing whatever she wants to do, really. And I really would love to see some, conversations they might have. That. Because they have a bit of a strained relationship. I think so as well. The show gives us everything. So why would I doubt them? Okay. So I really like that we have them as well together now. So I look forward to seeing more of that. I don't want to talk about it. I might cry. Like, I have to go to my favorite scene of the episode, but like, I'm gonna cry. Al, I love him with all my heart.
My baby boy.
Of course he is moving hell and earth to go and help someone. Like, what is his name? Pride grabbed him. And like was holding on to his legs, and Al made an explosion. I wasn't sure what exactly he was trying to achieve with the explosion. I was like thinking, boy, he can still hold on to you, Yeah. And then you saw that Envy, that Pride is looking at a shadow, and the shadow is grabbing onto like two legs that are detached from the rest of the armor. And that boy like did that and crawled to the Chimera
and did everything possible, humanly
like
possible,
legitimately, like other
him.
Parts of his like leg started falling off as well, and like he is still moving, and the guy is telling him, just leave me, we're both gonna die if you continue doing this. And Al is absolutely not leaving you. There is not any chance in this world for that boy to leave you. And then he said, like, you two brothers, you just like really, you're not willing to let anyone die ever. And Al said that like they have made a promise that they have made a promise to not ever let anyone die. He is not about to give up, even though like when you think about it, what are you gonna do, boy? Like, you have no legs now, this one is hurt. Honestly, and in front of you have Pride and Kimberly. Only one of those could take you down in this state.
Honestly, I was certain that moment that the only way for Al to go is for the guy to die.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's gonna die now in his arms, and Al is not gonna... he's gonna then have to go. And even when he said...
I thought he was gonna die after he said, like, you brothers, you wanna try to save everyone. I was like...
And then he said, okay, you're gonna... he took out his Philosopher's Stone, but, like, I thought he was gonna kill himself or something like that. Like, he's gonna try to do something to make Al go.
Show. Not in this show.
To make Al go or something like that, so that Al could save himself and many others,
That's one of my favorite moments of this show. When that guy, when he gave him the Philosopher's Stone, like, of course our boy doesn't want to use it because it is, it's souls that are trapped inside it, and like they never want to use it to get their bodies back. Like, they could easily just like get their bodies back. It was always within arm's reach basically to get their bodies back, but they would never use that to help themselves. And so like when he took that out, I was like, he doesn't want to use it. Like, he really doesn't want to use it.
Constantly through this entire show, we talked about like, how is the Philosopher's Stone gonna come in use when our boys are not gonna want to do it.
And they like very early on, when they found out what the Philosopher's Stone is made of, they very early on decided that they would never do that.
Yeah. But I then loved what he told him, and the most of all, I love how he gave the meaning to those souls. That was so beautiful. Like, their lives were taken away from them, but like they could again still, even in this state, help and save this country.
Yeah,
like they weren't useless. And I loved when he told Al how he treats them as humans. He sees them as humans, even though they have died. But like he doesn't see it that way. He would never use it for himself.
That's why they don't want to use that, because like these souls, like they were human. They have they value life so much.
Yeah, but in this case, the way he put it,
No, when
and
he put it
said-
like that, like because I wasn't thinking like in those
Yeah,
manners. Like
yeah.
when he put it in that way, I was like, oh
he
my
gave
god.
he gave it so much meaning of how those souls didn't actually can
Like
happen.
for their
that they
deaths
did-
not be in vain.
Exactly, they didn't have to die in vain. In this way, like it's not in vain. This way, they can save this country.
Yeah.
With
And Al
Al.
can help them
Yeah.
save this. Like
Yeah.
Boy would never use that for his own benefit,
And
like
I
to
fo-
get his
I-
body. But like, you know, when you put it like to save the rest of the country that is really in dire need right now,
Yeah.
like every single one of those souls would of course
Yeah.
want to do
Yeah.
anything that they can. And so like when he did that, and then what a fucking scene. And then we saw like Pride and Kimberly just like standing there and like seeing Al come out, knowing that he now has the philosopher. I mean, we know they don't, but like knowing that he now has the Philosopher's Stone. What a fucking moment. I don't know what he's gonna do now. Like, because Al and Ned both are like very gifted alchemists. Like, they're really incredibly good for their age. I mean, for any age, they're just really incredibly good. I don't know what is that even like. Now that he has a Philosopher's Stone, which would enhance that ability, he stands a solid chance against Pride and Kimberly, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And so like when he came out looking like that,
And
my boy,
and Kimberly said, "Oh, he's not running."
oh,
And
how would you ever think that boy was gonna run?
I mean, you would.
In what universe? I mean, if you don't know him, in what universe do you think he's running and leaving someone else behind? That would never happen. Like, legitimately never. I think that boy would rather die there. He would have not moved. If it meant having to leave someone behind.
So yeah, that's the part that
Wha-
I'm very excited right now about. Like,
I
seeing
can't
what's
wait to
gonna
see
happen.
that battle.
Not only the battle, but him coming back with Philosopher's Stone, and also like nobody knows that he has it. So like, he's also there in advantage
Yeah.
of being that powerful. So yeah, I'm very excited about that as well, to see how
What
that's
a
gonna
good
happen.
thing.
But
to,
we
like,
have
say
that
that-
now also on our side, which is very strong.
Yeah, but like what a like good thing for just the show to, because we had this. I mean, we have Philosopher's Stones. Like that was a constant thing throughout the show, and like you always know what it is made out of, and like how, you know, those souls are trapped and suffering. And so like for the show to even give those souls some, like, let's say, revenge, some closure, like to be able to help through Al
Yeah.
to save the world.
Great.
I mean, what do I do with this show?
Yeah.
What do I do with them? What is the name of the writer? I read it like these 2 times. I need to fucking remember her. What a woman. What
Yeah.
What a woman. I don't know. How can she write everything that I possibly want anyone to write in the most beautiful way possible? I don't understand, really.
Yeah.
This was a stunning episode. That moment,
I mean, especially that ending. in
yeah,
my
that
opinion.
that moment and that speech that he gave him is one of my favorite things in
Yeah,
this show
I
that has
agree.
happened.
Uh,
It was
It was
ridiculous.
beautiful.
I don't know what to say anymore.
Okay, guys.
That's it. Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much for watching.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.